Moving on to 2014. This is Leprechaun Origins. This is my number 8.
8.
Come on. This movie fucking sucks.
There's no way that you...
There's nothing redeeming.
This
isn't... Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I mention at the start of this podcast that somebody fooled me into thinking there was actually a 9th Leprechaun movie? Did I talk about this?
I messaged you one day with the name of one, and I was like,
so the movie is called Leprechaun: The Beginning.
That's right.
Yeah. I got the shit scared out of me because one of my customers randomly came in and was like, "Oh, hey, there's a 9th Leprechaun movie," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, it's Leprechaun: The Beginning." Okay. It is not a part of this continuity. Yep. It's not an official Leprechaun movie. A leprechaun is just a generic mythological creature. Anyone can make a leprechaun movie, right?
Yep.
But what's really fucking cunty about this name, Leprechaun: The Beginning, is it's trying to fool you into thinking it's a part of the Warwick Davis continuity.
Yeah.
Because that The Beginning implies like, oh, this is going to be a prequel to Leprechaun.
Right.
So they knew what they were fucking doing, and fuck them.
And it caught me because I was sitting down and I was watching one of these on a streaming service. And when I searched for Leprechaun, this came up in the list of the Leprechaun movies that were available. And I messaged you. I started watching it.
Because I didn't know that you started watching it.
I haven't watched any of these before, so I didn't know that this one wasn't.
It's on the continuity.
And I was like, the only thing that tipped me off was the year that it came out. It was like 2020.
It like just came out.
Right. So I'm like, I'm fairly certain when I talked to Justin about this, we didn't have one. So
there's no way I would have missed this.
I messaged you and I'm like, did you know about this? And you're like, hold on.
That's not a real one.
Yeah. Otherwise I fucking would have watched a 9th entry.
And you also brought to my attention another Leprechaun movie that stars Warwick Davis, but it's not this.
This will blow your mind. Yeah. It's called, I brought up A Very Unlucky Leprechaun. Put up a screenshot of the, it is so, it blows your mind because it is Warwick Davis playing a leprechaun, except this is the family version of what a leprechaun movie would be if it wasn't a horror movie. But it's him doing, and he's portraying the same character, but it's not. But
it's not menacing looking at all.
It's not a horror movie.
It's like a cartoony looking friendly leprechaun,
smiling, happy. It's completely unrelated.
And what year did it come out? Because it came out like
1998.
So 98. So by that point, like what would have been out at 98? Which Leprechaun would have been out? Like, let me just go through my list real quick here. So like Leprechaun in the Hood is 2000.
Yeah.
So the one before it would have been Leprechaun in Space is 96. So he had already done 4 fucking Leprechaun movies at this point.
Yeah.
So that's just so
it's
strange.
mind blowing.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about this movie.
You can tell we're talking about 2 movies that aren't part of this franchise.
Okay, let's get into Leprechaun Origins. Okay, so this is 11 years after the last entry, which means one of 2 things. This is either the gritty reboot or the legacy sequel.
Or Back to the Hood was so bad it killed the franchise for 11 years.
Yeah, that's what it was. No, this is the gritty reboot is what they went for. This is the first entry without Warwick Davis playing the Leprechaun. He's replaced by Dylan Postal, aka the character Hornswoggle from the WWE. In case you didn't know that, he was on the WWE for a while. He was like a little person wrestler. This movie was also produced by WWE Studios, which, yes, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they make great work. This is widely considered the worst entry in the series. Which is like, that's already a very low bar for a Leprechaun film. Every franchise has one of these, has the one we all agree is the worst. I think like this is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one that nobody likes. Nobody has really anything positive to say, but I have like one positive. That's it. It's all misguided. It's bad.
If you like this one, you can't like any of the others.
No, because it's just completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not different in a good way.
No.
So, okay. Let's get into the plot. It opens with a young man and woman running away from something in the woods, terrified. We then hear some animal noises as the man gets pulled away and torn apart, followed almost immediately by the woman suffering the same fate. Boom! Leprechaun Origins. Cut to a group of young adults hitching a ride through the countryside of Ireland. This is the first and only entry to take place in Ireland. And they can fucking keep this movie. As far as I'm concerned, there are 2 girls and 2 guys. That's the makeup of our young people. The driver then drops them off in a field, the same field from the opening scene we just watched. And it turns out it's just down the road from the village that they're traveling to. But the driver insists he can't take them all the way. Ooh. The group head off toward their destination, passing by a large, strange-looking stone landmark. They also encounter a strange-looking man carrying a shotgun, giving them the feeling something is off with this area. They reach the town and pop into one of the local pubs. One of the guys, David, is played by Brandon Fletcher, who, did you catch what he's from? He is now a 2-time Slash Cinema alumni. He's in Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
One of the kids.
Yep.
Sorry, I was thinking one of the
Brendan Fletcher is the actor. He plays, the character's name is David.
Yeah.
And he's in Freddy vs. Jason. He's like Will's friend in Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
So I actually like that actor, and I like his character in Freddy vs. Jason. In this, like, no one is given anything to do.
Yeah.
So
no one gets out of this one.
No one gets out and clean in this one. One of the locals takes an interest in the group after overhearing they're on a trip to explore Ireland's rich history, which they were at a pub drinking beer, so I'd say they were already halfway there.
Yeah. Apologies to our Irish fans.
As we've learned from previous horror film franchises, anywhere that is not North America is just a wasteland.
Savage lawland.
A savage, lawless land. Yeah. And this film doesn't necessarily depict Irish people in a good light. So the local is named Hamish, and Hamish tells them about a famous landmark called the Stones of the God. Yep. They eagerly want to see it, but there's only one problem. It's a 7-hour hike away. So they decide to go anyways because the man offers for his son to take them halfway there. So they're like, okay, cool. And he's like, my son and I have a cabin you can stay at. We'll take you there, and you can stay in the
first thing in the morning.
Yeah, and the first thing in the morning you can go see this landmark. And they're like, yeah, sure, okay, cool. We wanted to see things. So they head off, and the man tells them about the town's rich history.
Them stones have been there for centuries, long before our village was built. But I tell you, about 15 years ago, we discovered gold known Celtic cave and turned it into a mine. Stones were there too. But eventually the cave collapsed. Well, things ain't been the same around here ever since.
They arrive at this cute little cabin, and not soon after, start hearing strange noises coming from the field next door. Mm-hmm. The man and son suddenly get like deadly serious, and there's something moving through the tall grass. You don't see what it is. Hamish grabs a shotgun and fires it, scaring whatever was in the grass away. Hamish and his son then leave the group at the cabin. Hamish and the son leave the group at the cabin, and Hamish hangs a gold Rolex at the front of the cabin. Weird. Why would he be doing this? Mm-hmm. That night, the secondary girl, who I didn't bother to put most of these characters' names down, hears some strange noises coming from outside. She investigates and spots something moving around the cabin. Spooked, she alerts the rest of the group. Her boyfriend, David, goes to investigate, only to find they're locked inside the cabin. Suddenly, some creature emerges from the fireplace and begins to attack. They hold up in one of the bedrooms and brace themselves against the door. It quickly gets in, though, and they climb into the chimney, which has a little door at the bottom of it for some reason. That leads outside. I've never seen that. Yeah, because it only exists in movies.
I was trying to think of
sense. And there's no practical sense for it.
The only thing I can think of is it's used to
refill the fireplace?
No, to remove the ashes, so you don't have to take them through the. I mean, it seems practical enough, but I don't know enough about old farmhouses in Ireland to know if that's a real thing or not, but
comment below,
Yep.
Irish listeners,
Yeah.
if that's a real thing.
it definitely becomes very convenient for a number of things in this movie.
Yeah. So then what happens next? The creature gets in and they climb into the chimney and climb out to the outside. David has his leg bitten by the creature in the scramble to get outside. They run to a house nearby and lock themselves in, buying some time to regroup. Cut to Hamish and his son arguing about the morality of sacrificing the tourist as an offering to the creature. Because, of course, that's what they were doing. It couldn't be any more obvious. It is at no point even somewhat ambiguous whether or not these town people are evil. They're obviously evil. They have some nefarious plans.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty clear from the get-go. Our protagonists explore the house, finding piles of items from previously killed tourists, which was kind of a neat little touch. They walk through the house and there's like piles of the same kinds of touristy type items. That they, so clearly the implication is like the town's been doing this for years, just killing off any poor bastards that show up at their doorstep.
Yep.
Sophie then finds a book that has information about the creature they're dealing with, a leprechaun. Ooh. Then Sophie jumps to a pretty big fucking conclusion. She remembers Hamish talking about mining the old cave for gold and reads about the leprechaun and is like, oh, they took the leprechaun's gold, so now they have to pay it back until the debt is paid, so that's why they're sacrificing us. She figures this out instantly.
It's a massive stretch.
Whatever it is, you think that's what they dug up in that mine?
It wasn't a mine originally, it was a cave. But the people in the village took the gold, that's what Hamish said to us.
Okay, now we're talking pots of gold.
I know. Okay, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just... This is what happens when you take its gold. You have to make amends. Until the debt has been repaid.
So they put us in this cabin. They locked us in there to sacrifice us to a leprechaun.
What?
Yeah.
It's like, imagine you were like, imagine you, for whatever reason, were attacking our friend group and all of us had to lock ourselves here in this studio, right? And you're on the outside pounding on the door. And I find a book and inside it talks about Zorg beasts. And I'm like, oh, Zorg beasts have this thing where, they seek vengeance for something. And I'm like, oh, that's why Mark's attacking us, because he obviously offended the Zorg beast.
Right.
This isn't our friend Mark. This is our friend Mark trying to save himself from the Zorg beasts. Like, it's just such a stretch to be like, oh, that's why they're doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't know that. Maybe they're just cannibals.
Yeah. In every convenient thing that's ever happened in any of the movies we've watched, this is the most convenient convenience.
It is such a stretch.
Yeah.
So she instantly figures out like the plot of what's actually going on. She also learns the leprechaun can't go past the stone monolith, which they saw when they first walked into town. So their plan is to make it back to that area and get out alive. What follows is the group trying to escape the village, the villagers hunting them down to use as a sacrifice to the leprechaun creature, and the feral leprechaun slowly picking people off as it hunts them all down.
Yep.
That is the plot of Leprechaun Origins. And this is what you get when you suck all the fun out of something. You're left with this.
Yep.
It's just a husk of the Leprechaun movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the anti-Leprechaun movie.
Those other two movies that we talked about before have a stronger connection to the Leprechaun franchise that we've already been discussing all day today than this one does. And yet those ones have nothing to do with the Leprechaun franchise. This is not a Leprechaun movie.
No, it's not a Leprechaun movie. So the director, it was directed by Zach Libovsky, who also just directed Final Destination Bloodlines, funny enough, a future / cinema movie that we'll have to be watching. And apparently that movie is actually pretty good. So his whole thing was, he was like, yeah, I wanted to make, he's like, I didn't care for any of the goofy shit in the Leprechaun movies. So I wanted to make a completely serious Leprechaun movie. And he did, but it's just not fun.
Yep.
And it's not like, I know you don't feel that the Leprechaun and Leprechaun Back to the Hood fits, but I think you would agree he's still the Warwick Davis Leprechaun.
Yep.
Maybe you don't feel he fit in that movie, but that was still a serious version of him. I think if the most serious Warwick got was in 2 and Back to the Hood. Yeah. I think those were the most serious interpretations.
Yep.
That's as serious as you needed him to be.
It's still the character.
Right.
Yeah. You can do the character a little darker than they've done it in some of the other entries in the series, but you got to keep the character. Even if Warwick Davis isn't going to play the role anymore, if you want to make this movie a part of the franchise, you do need to kind of keep that, and I felt like they didn't. The strange thing about it is that the actor that plays him, you talked about him,
Hornswoggle?
Dylan Mark Postal played Hornswoggle in WWE. Hornswoggle was a leprechaun
character, yeah.
But in
why
this,
wouldn't you tie? All right, like why would you get someone that can play that?
Yeah,
you get him to play a creature.
That's how he got the role. But then when he got to the set, they're like, no, we're not doing any of that. Like the look of him is nothing like.
Well, let's talk about the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's just jump right ahead to the Hornswoggle Leprechaun. So he took the role without having seen any of the previous Leprechaun films, to which that's actually part of the reason the director liked him. He was like, oh, you haven't seen any of them? Perfect. You're perfect.
Okay, I understand that, but seriously though, you as the director should have at least made the movie relatable to the rest of the franchise, and didn't.
I mean, the question is this even really a Leprechaun movie? And it's not.
No.
This isn't a Leprechaun movie. Who would, like, I haven't touched on this yet, but who are these movies for?
Yeah.
Because I think my answer is these movies are for people that like dumb horror. And there are a lot of those people.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that like the trauma movies, that kind of tongue-in-cheek, very on-the-nose horror comedy.
Yep.
They're not for us, I don't think. I'm definitely not for me.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be our favorites.
No. So if the franchise as a whole is more made for that type of audience that likes goofy, campy shit, why would you suck all that away?
Yeah. Every other time that we've had a modern sort of reboot in any of the franchises, it's a newer, slicker version, but it's a newer, slicker version of something that we've already established. They don't venture too far away. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street was bad, but at least it was still trying to be a somewhat scary horror movie, much in the vein of the original ones, right? This one is just, it has nothing to do. There's no connection whatsoever. It's embarrassing actually to watch it.
And it seems like the filmmakers were embarrassed about some of what they made, because like, let's talk about the design, the creature, and really creature is the word. So the Leprechaun doesn't talk. He doesn't talk at all. So they traded in the wisecracks and quips of like the Warwick Davis Leprechaun for just this snarling monster.
Beast.
It's literally just a monster.
Lovely golden palaces, completely full of riches. I'll rip them off and rob them blind, those dirty sons of bitches.
What is that thing, man?
I come from the land of the Irish Spring. Dublin's the place where I learned my thing. From the Emerald Isle to your place in the hood, I'm the man of green, come to do no good. Lep in the hood, come to do no good.
Sean?
This is a Zorg beast.
Yeah, this is a Zorg beast. It actually reads more like gargoyle or demon.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't read leprechaun to me, because when I think leprechaun, I think This.
Yeah.
I think this right here.
A small man.
A little small mythological creature.
Mischievous.
Yeah. Yeah, right. This is just like a snarling feral thing.
Yep.
And it has no magic whatsoever. It's literally just teeth and claws, and it just rips into you. This could have been any monster.
Yep.
What about this reads leprechaun? Like literally.
I made a note. It's like a Predator ripoff, like in a lot of ways, because they also show you
the thermal vision.
That's right. The point of view from the leprechaun.
Yeah.
And
so I actually have a comment on this. I think they were embarrassed about how the leprechaun looks because the design is ugly and it's very muddy, muddled. Yeah. It's like this. Okay, so at no point in this movie do you get like any clean shots of the actual creature.
Yeah.
So all of the opening shots of it are just bits and pieces. And then every time it is on screen, it's like extreme close-ups of parts of its body. They never give you a clean, full view of it.
Yep.
And then you get all these POV thermal shots, like you said. And then even when they do show you the creature, they do this like weird effect where they like blur. Did you catch this? They're like using the editing to try to enhance the scariness, and they like blur the edges of the screen, but it just makes it look like shit, and it just angers you, or you're like, oh, you're just fucking up the image. Like this, it's so infuriating.
It's trying to be gritty, I think, but it just ends up looking ridiculous.
It just ends up looking cheap.
Yep.
And my answer is just show the fucking monster.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, you want it to be like, oh, fuck this Warwick Davis clown. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy.
We know better.
We're going to show you the real scary leprechaun. Well, then show us the fucking design. Why are you hiding it?
Are you surprised though from a WWE production? Like,
I expected. So I had heard for years from talking to like my customers, like, oh no, Leprechaun Origins sucks.
Yeah.
Like that's what I had heard a few people had literally said to me, oh yeah, there was like that creature one. And I remember thinking like, what do they mean by that?
Yeah.
Like I didn't get what they meant. I didn't expect this. I was shocked.
Yeah.
When the thing came on screen, I was like, oh, it's literally just a monster.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even speak.
And the funny thing is that, you might be inclined to think like when you hear about something like that from one of your customers, like, oh, okay, you might not be like a horror movie fan, so I can't always take your opinion on this too seriously. This is the one where no matter what background you're coming from, you got it right. Nobody in their right mind would think that this was a decent entry.
I have a logic question. So the whole thing in the movie is like, oh, there's the evil villagers, and that this movie plays out like a traditional horror movie.
Yeah.
Like this feels like a traditional horror movie. It's trying to be a straight horror. There's no comedy whatsoever. It's just straight horror. It's like we got the slow reveal of the creature. It's like, you see a little bit of it, then you get a tease of it, then it starts attacking them, then it attacks them a little more. The conflict, like the way it plays out is a traditional horror film. And then they even do the trope of like the evil villagers, right? And the evil villagers are like, they're secretly sacrificing these poor tourists that show up at their doorstep. But the monster's like this snarling creature. It seems to me like they don't even have some deal with this creature.
How would you even
communicate with it?
Yeah. How do you negotiate with that thing?
Right. Like, how are you even negotiating to be like, look, we stole your gold. We're just going to feed you these people.
Yeah.
Because they don't see, because seemingly the creature goes after them as well because it kills one of the villagers.
Well, the whole idea, I think, is that if they stop presenting sacrifices, then that's what's going to happen. He's going to come after them
but it
next.
does it immediately. Like it doesn't seem like at no point do they show that the creature actually can communicate to some intelligent degree.
Yeah.
It just seems like a mindless beast the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Does this movie improve if you take the Leprechaun name off of it?
No, it's still a bad movie. It's a terrible movie.
But does it go from being terrible?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Would that fix it a little bit?
Yeah.
That fix is the wrong word. That would help it.
Like if this was called Field of Fear.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Call it whatever. Ireland tourist trap.
It becomes forgettable, whereas right now it is offensive.
It's offensive.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It offends me. If this was called Nightmare on Elm Street or something, as soon as you attach a franchise which has a fan base to it, you are now pissing people off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is offensively bad. Yeah.
Like I could easily see this being easily forgotten in like the bargain bin of horror movies if it just didn't carry the Leprechaun name. It doesn't make it better by making that change, but the fact that it is associated with the franchise means it's held to a higher standard, and it does not meet that higher standard. Yeah.
So I want to talk about the characters for a second. And like, this is like the last thing I have to say. Like, nothing's good in this movie.
Yep.
I'm just dunking. I don't really have any positives. These characters suck. They're the worst characters in the whole series. They're just weak fucking protagonists.
Especially after coming from the one that we just came from.
Oh, where it's like the best characters.
Right?
Yeah. It's funny watching this after watching Back to the Hood.
Yeah.
It was shocking. These characters don't even like each other.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, this group doesn't like each other. They don't have good chemistry. There's no, like, the actors didn't seem to mesh well. The characters aren't written to like each other. It's like, why would you even want to go on a vacation with these people? Like, you don't seem to like one another.
Yeah.
The main couple, Sophie and Ben, they, like, hate each other.
He's so butthurt about the fact that she wants to go on this adventure. Meanwhile, that's kind of the reason they're there, right? Like, they're history buffs. She's studying Irish history, but what she wants to really learn about is what you don't read about in the history books. So when they present the idea of, hey, you really want to know about Irish history, come join us and we'll show you somewhere. You would think that they all know that that's exactly what they're there for. Yet he gets so bent out of shape that she would suggest spending a day going and experiencing or exploring something that he just wants nothing to do with her for the rest of the trip. Like,
but there's also some weirdness between them where like he's going away to school and she wants to follow him or something, but he doesn't want her to. I didn't quite get this. I kind of missed what it was, but it was like she keeps bringing this up about her like moving with him to wherever he's going away to school, and he keeps like, he clearly doesn't think of her as she's the one.
Yep.
So like he clearly sees like, oh, there's an expiration date on this relationship, but she doesn't see it that way. And like at one point, she tries to like get something going between them, and she tries to tempt him. She's like in her bra and underwear, and he just has like no reaction.
Well, I mean, do you really think you could give all this up?
I know I'd miss you.
I miss you too.
Seriously, dude is going to be pissed off and read his book when his girlfriend is presenting herself like that, all because she wants to go on this adventure and he doesn't. Only in a movie, I guess.
Yeah, like fuck off.
Yeah.
And like, this is the exact opposite of Back to the Hood, where like in that one when Lisa died, I was bummed. I was like, because I liked all of them.
Yeah.
In this one, when they care, I'm just like, whatever. I don't fucking care.
They think that this counts as characterization, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like this is a conflict we don't care about. Like I don't. Now all I want to do is see both of you get shredded because you've wasted my time.
Right.
Like,
And we do get to see a few of them get fucked up pretty good.
One in particular.
Sophie or sorry, Ben or
no.
So Ben gets it good too. So Ben gets he gets a Mortal Kombat fatality.
That's right, the spine
He gets
rip,
the spine. His spine is ripped out by I'm not even calling it a leprechaun, by the creature.
The creature, yeah.
But the funny kill is Jenny. Is that what you're thinking of? The fireplace?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the only good thing in the whole movie is a good kill with the fireplace. So they have like a thing where they're like, we're going to trap the creature. So we're going to use the fire door, and Jenny will go out the fire door, then run back in. And then when the creature's chasing her, we'll hit the creature with an axe.
Yep.
So Jenny goes out, and then the creature grabs her and then shoves her through the fire door, and then they fucking full-blown axe her to the face, and they show it.
Yeah. I don't know if you can put it on, but it's,
Oh, dude, I showed that one from Silent
Yeah,
Night.
it's true.
From Silent Night. I'm definitely showing that.
Yeah.
He's coming!
You showed the one from Curse of Chucky as well, which I
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I don't hold
Yeah,
back
yeah.
on this.
No- no pulling of punches.
And just so you guys know, it does hurt our monetization. Yeah, like we don't pull our punches on this show, and we, because of that, make like no money on this show. So I hope you appreciate what we are bringing you. And the way to show your appreciation is to comment, like, and subscribe so we can get some more views, because I genuinely think YouTube fucks us in the algorithm. Like, because I show all the gore, I do blur the nudity, but the nudity still, it's still on screen.
Yeah.
We obviously don't censor ourselves. I don't censor any of the swearing or anything. I think because of that, we don't get pushed in any of the search engine like results. Like, the algorithm is not our friend. Our videos very rarely get pushed, because I know they don't, because every once in a while, we're going on a rant. We're not even talking about this movie, but every once in a while, one of our videos will get a lot more attention, and it's always something random. And it's like, oh, that's what happens when it actually shows up under the, like when YouTube kind of gives us a little bit of a push. Yeah. So like, for example, there was back when Kevin and I still did a podcast on this channel, I did a short review of the horror film, The Black Phone.
Yep.
That video has like 2,000 views.
Yeah.
It's not even an in-depth review or anything. It's like fucking 15 minutes of me, gushing about Black Phone. It's not like edited the best. It's not in-depth like this.
Yep.
And it's got more than double the views of any video you and I have done.
Any two that we've done. Yeah.
And we put weeks and months of effort into these videos. So that just goes to show you, no, YouTube's not our friend.
So unless you want this show to become the Return of the Living Dead Part 2, PG, please, like Justin said,
comment, like, and subscribe, and spread the love. Spread the love, because YouTube does not love us, unfortunately, because we're not very easy to put ads on. That's all I got, man. Fuck this.
Do you remember the last line of the movie? Or the
okay. So actually, I'm glad you brought this up. So there's multiple leprechauns. There's they changed the lore, and there's this whole thing where it's like, oh, the monolith, the stone monolith, they can't cross the monolith. So here's what doesn't make any sense about that. At first, they're like, there was a stone monolith in the cave, and it was at the cave entrance. So that to me makes sense, because if you have a cave, there's this opening, and if the monolith's there, it can't cross that. But when you have a monolith in a field, it's in a 3-dimensional space, so you're saying it can't cross it. In regards to what direction?
How far around it? Can you go around it?
Like, no, but that's what I mean. It's like you can't, because they're going, well, they can't cross it. In what direction?
Yeah.
It can't cross it. Infinitely?
There would have to be two of them.
That's
creating
it. That's it. Or at an entrance. So it makes more sense. It's like, they didn't really think that one out. Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. It's like, okay. But then, so the ending is Sophie's like getting chased, and you see several grass trails. So it turns out there was multiple leprechauns. Yep. But she kills the one leprechaun. Take it away, Mark.
Well, we've heard this before, right? She repeats a line from, I think it's like verbatim what the previous one was. Fuck you, Lucky Charms.
Fuck you, Lucky Charms.
Where have we heard that before?
That was the kid says it at the end of part 1.
Yeah.
They reused that, like, because it was so good then.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Lucky Charms.
This movie's trash.
Fuck this movie.
Please don't. Please don't watch.
Don't watch it. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, it's just bad. Everything sucks. Yeah.